COST TU1406 is dealing with quality control of plans for roadway bridges. The aim of this action is to develop guidelines and recommendations for the implementation of quality control plans in European countries, but not only in European countries, all over the world. We expect to have a huge impact on society, on economy, on industry and policymakers. And we are actually represented by 56 countries from all over the world, but we have with us today 37 countries, which means that all the COST countries are included in this action.
So I think the importance for bridge owners is first of all, it's good always to share knowledge with other owners from Europe and even countries outside of Europe. We can learn and we can inspire each other to improve our own work. And the second thing is that by bringing all bridge owners, but also universities and knowledge institutions together, we collect a good amount of knowledge on bridge management. As a bridge owner, you then have access to all this combined knowledge, and that is a lot more than you usually have available in your own organization. So there's a lot of benefits in the action, I think. The methodology we try to develop is basically integrating those aspects to make a full assessment of the bridge performance. What we do see is that not all aspects are as mature as others. So there are still some questions on how to actually assess all those different aspects. But that is actually, that is something which we are developing in the project, and hopefully we can take 1 or 2 steps further towards reaching that goal.
First, we have, as a concessionary, a contract agreement with the state, with the grantor, and in this agreement, there is a lot of key performance indicator and goal performance to reach as a mandatory duties. This action could be a good way to share with other owners and to also check the academic point of view to perform and to improve best practice. Second, we have some new challenge today, and these new challenge are reached by the society. And you have, for example, the environment challenge. You also have some image and communication challenge, and all these new challenge oblige us to include in the bridge management assessment this kind of new indicators. And finally, as private company, we always have to improve our economic models. And for this, we are really curious, and we have a lot of expectation of all predictive analysis and all reliable. So for these 3 main reasons, and could say more, but for these 3 main reasons, I think that this cost action would be a really interesting way in order to perform and to improve our practice.
Well, the quality control mirrors the 2 meanings of the word or the term control, meaning one hand to check, to inspect or verify, and the other hand to command, direct and rule. This means that it specifies how KPIs, such as reliability, are to be evaluated from inspections or monitoring results. These KPIs are checked if they can meet the associated performance goals. But the QC plan doesn't stop at this interpretation of this instantaneous verification of bridge performance. It suggests a dynamic approach to KPIs and estimates the evolution of all KPIs such as reliability, agency cost, availability, safety, and environmental impact for different maintenance scenario, including, of course, do-nothing scenario. This QC plan allows, therefore, to choose a maintenance scenario which ensures affordable quality of existing bridges with acceptable impact to the user and the environment.
Yes, the stakeholders, the operators and the owners of the bridges have to face two major problems now and in the future. On the one hand, there's the aging infrastructure and they have to maintain them, and on the other hand, they have to reduce the interference to the traffic and to the environment. Therefore, it's necessary to get the reliable information about the current and the future condition of our bridge stocks and also about the tunnels to be able to implement the optimal maintenance measures at the right time. The COST action TU1406 supports the stakeholders within this task to get the right KPI indicators, what goals can be achieved, and how a quality plan can be implemented. This is for me the most important basis to build up a sustainable bridge management at the end. And then our infrastructure can fulfill their function also in the future under constantly changing conditions.